With their huge size and resemblance to us humans, it's no wonder gorillas have become so endearing to the modern pop culture. From Coco with her sign language to the heroic actions of Harambe, gorillas have been capturing public attention for years. One such individual was a western lowland gorilla by the name of Guy. During his life, this gentle giant brought thousands of guests to his stomping grounds of London Zoo, and in the process captured the hearts and minds of all that saw him. But how on earth did this grumpy face manage to captivate an entire nation? Well, let's find out. To understand Guy's story, we start not in London, but 3,000 miles away in Cameroon, Africa. Here, a young Guy was captured and sent to the then named Paris Zoo. Whilst his age wasn't officially determined, he was said to have been no older than 1 to 2 years old. After spending 6 months in Paris, it was decided that he would be sent to London Zoo, and after that, the young Guy was off to England. It was on November 5th of 1947 when the young gorilla arrived at London Zoo, clutching a tin hot water bottle for comfort. The date of his arrival is where he got his name from, as this date is known as Guy Fawkes Night here in the UK. For anyone outside the UK, this is where us Brits celebrate a failed terrorist plot by letting off fireworks, for some reason. These fireworks were said to have distressed the poor gorilla, who had to cling to keepers just to make it through the night. With his arrival, this made him the first gorilla the zoo had housed in several years. Previously, London had kept 7 different gorillas between 1887 to 1908, but none had survived more than a couple of months, which surely must have filled Guy with confidence. Despite this rocky beginning, Guy soon began to grow both in popularity and in size. When he first arrived at the zoo, he weighed just 10 kilograms, but as he got older, his size increased dramatically, weighing 215 kilos and standing at 5'4" at his largest. This immense size made Guy quite the sight to see, and boy did a lot of people see him. Around the time of his arrival, Britain was still recovering from World War II, and people were using activities such as the zoo as a method of escapism. As a result, zoo management made it a priority to exhibit a wide variety of interesting animals, and Guy certainly fit the bill, but his sheer size wasn't all that made him popular. Guy was said to be the epitome of a gentle giant. On numerous occasions, people were said to have seen little birds fly into his cage, only for Guy to pick them up and examine them before gently releasing them. Man, I need a Disney movie centered around this orphan gorilla who grew up to be a star right now. With this combination of pleasant disposition and size, it's no wonder Guy became so popular. So popular, in fact, that on his unofficial birthday of the 30th of May, he would be sent thousands of birthday cards by guests and keepers alike. As his popularity grew, so did the pressure of finding Guy a suitable partner. This came in the form of a female gorilla by the name of Lomi, who arrived at the zoo in 1969. Despite the zoo's best efforts, the two never bred. You see, zoo welfare wasn't exactly a top priority back in Guy's day, with most animals being kept in, let's just say, unsuitable environments. Plus, gorilla behaviour was also poorly understood, and despite them being social creatures, Guy was kept on his own for 25 years before Lomi showed up. So you can probably understand the lack of action between the two, which left Guy without an heir to his legacy, and unfortunately for Guy, this life of superstardom couldn't last forever. In 1978, Guy was taken to the zoo's vet to undergo a tooth extraction. He was put under anaesthetic and, sadly, never woke up. The cause of his death was said to be a heart attack, and, in some sad way, it may have been his popularity that caused this. You see, as I mentioned, welfare of animals wasn't exactly a high priority at the time, and this extended to the guests' interactions with the animals. Guests who came to see Guy would often feed him sweet treats such as ice cream and buns, which probably led to the decay of his tooth and the following heart attack. Despite his death, Guy has managed to leave a lasting legacy within London. Shortly after his death, his skin was given to the Natural History Museum in order to make a taxidermy of him. Despite pushback from the general public, the model was made, and now Guy sits overlooking the museum's treasures exhibit. happy face and all. Alongside this, Guy has been immortalised in statue form twice. One statue can be found in Crystal Palace Park, which was made whilst Guy was still alive. Artist David Wynn constructed the piece after being commissioned to make an animal statue for the park, and being a zoology student, chose Guy as his model. The second is situated at the entrance to London Zoo and was made by William Tim, who also produced an oil painting for the ZSL library. The statue is situated near the zoo's Gorilla Kingdom, which is a far cry from the type of exhibit poor Guy had. This, however, should instead be looked at positively, as a reminder of just how far zoos have come in their development of welfare, and maybe in some small way, this gentle giant led the way for that change. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, learning all about Guy the gorilla. If you know anyone else interested in this topic, please send the video their way, and if you are curious about this natural world of ours, please consider subscribing. Until next time, bye bye. The model was made and now Guy sits... Shut up.